Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another Lads Monday. Yes. Always looking forward to today. Also, I must start every Twitch stream by talking about the scuff that has happened. I was so ready to start at exactly 9. But you know what? I put start streaming, I typed in the stream, like, title, put in everything for like the Twitch, like Twitch title, all the settings and all that. Clicked start streaming. And I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. And I was like, why? So then I had to go and restart everything. You know what? And then we were good. I was like, why? I jinxed to myself. I was actually like, yes, I'm gonna start right at 9. Why? Why OBS? I literally just stopped streaming on TikTok. And it's like, nah, now I have a problem with streaming on Twitch right now. Like, at this very second. I'm like, alright. Alrighty. Anyways, we all know this is the daily occurrence whenever I switch over to Twitch. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But anyways, we are finally here for Lads Monday. Didn't get to stream last week, because we were having some issues. Thank you, Crazy Crumbs, for resubscribing for 3 months. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. So, I was having issues last week, like, to where I, like, just could not stream on Twitch. Because according to you guys, it was being very weird. But I think I fixed that issue. So hopefully we should be all good. Yeah. Also, apparently there's like some new stuff, new update stuff. So I'll probably do that for Lads, and then may or may not get into the myth, I guess, depending on however long we take doing other things. Yeah, but let's get into it already. Let's move over here. Turn you off. Game audio's on. Alrighty. Apparently, I didn't know this, but this right here, World Underneath, updated, which means there's more lore stuff. So, interesting. Hello, Caleb. Enyo. I got my juice today. And some water. Why?
Friend's store. I would walk past this place sometimes.
Yeah, quite the outfit today, Xavier. Quite the outfit. It's one of my favorite things about logging into Lads every day. I never know what's gonna pop up. I never know what outfit will be on today. It's I'm never not surprised.
I heard a new
Never change.
opened up nearby. Let's eat there when you aren't busy.
Wow, I love like the big floral crown thing you have on, and the scarf, of course. Can't go a day without the scarf. I could go a day without the scarf. But looking pretty good today, I guess. I love like the fancy fit with the scarf. What's good? Hello, JJ. Welcome. You saw a cat today? Chubbier than the one you saw last time. How awesome. I also got a chonky cat. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah! I get my immortal crown thing back, and my badge is now at 13. Yay. Oh, I didn't set it. There we go. Frame. Let's take that one. Yeah. It's I love your like long fancy hair too. Wow. Looking good. Let's get all the goodies. do. And then of course we have plushie time. The scarf makes the fit. I guess. I guess. You know what? According to Xavier, the scarf must be worn at all times. Well, that stuff. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, Silas. Why? Why do I always open it? And it's just always right on his abs. Nice. Nice. Don't worry about it. Ooh, new event. New event? I wonder what that is. Let's see. I know it's like they're showing on like the loading screen had, I guess, some new mini game or something going on right now. Something like that. So I can check that out for this week. Let's see. These. Do all the little things. Also, I've been completely redoing all of my protocors. Ooh, we got double drops this week for these. That's cool because I was just about to say I've been doing all my protocore stuff. I need to upgrade a lot of my protocors since I redid everything. Alrighty, guys. You know what time it is. We must start with the plushies. They still have the new sheep one this week. Okay. Plushie gotcha time. Okay, Steely and Honey. I need the two little alien dudes. These ones are so rare. What else? Enyo! You are so cute! It's a little platypus, I think. That's so cute. And then Crackling Telly. Got it. Let's see. Start with Fun Wheel today. Son. What?
This place seems
Oh,
a
why
bit
you
more
eepy?
crowded than usual.
Duck.
Are there any plushies that you don't like? Who will go first?
Yeah, I want all the plushies. Leave it to me. Sure. Plushie. Oh! Whoa. There's two. We're getting them. No! Why are you rolling the opposite direction? There we go. I will get them. So cute! It's holding on. Okay, we got one. And then we have the brown one over here. Then we can get a sheepy too. No sheep, stop rolling that way. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get sheepy. Nice. BRB, new problem. Yay, sheepy.
It's getting late. The
Yay. Okay, let's do this one. How have you been, Nikki? I've been doing pretty good. I'm doing really good. Yeah.
It's not a coincidence. It looks like you want. That was what you said.
I've heard
last
these
time.
lines so many times. Just skip through them now. Oh. You. I know I don't have you. Don't fall. Yeah. Nice. There is something behind this one. What is this? Oh, it's the same. Okay. Okay, all of these are familiar. Let's try to switch with Xavier. Okay. Alrighty. I'll take a break. The outfit. Why? I want them all. Okay. Watch streak, 3 weeks. Wow, 3 stream streak. Nice. Did you get anything? Okay. You actually got something. W sounds. You got me 2 tomatoes. Nice. Yee, got a new one. Let's do the circle one again. The wheel one. Last one.
But it's easier than the plushies move. Who will go first?
Leave it to me. Oh. You are new, I think. I can't tell. Look at its little kiwi butt. They're so cute. And this one. Oh. Oh. Wow, okay. No? Okay. Well, have those ones anyways. Oh,
Our luck was good
I
today.
love when they show the plushies just up front at the bottom. They're so cute.
Well, most like. Well.
Let's see, are there any new... Actually... Night sheep! That one's cute. Okay, so there's some more there. Any new ones this week? No, there is not. Okay, we'll just grab them then. Bum, 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 bum. Give it. Play again. And then we skip it. We play again. And then we skip it. Alright. Let's see. What? Hello, Rune. Let's see. Oh, there are some more I can grab. And then grab this one. That should be all. E. I'm gonna ease it on these because I need protocores. Have I took over the world? Not quite yet. Still working on that one. Let's see. Grab these. That one. Why do you just eat all the time? Okay. see. Oh, I guess there isn't any new one yet. Oh, collection. Oh. Nice. For collecting more plushies. Look at this. Is finally 95 of 95. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. 3 stream streak. Nice, nice. Finally, I mayhaps have every savior card. Finally. And then, where am I at? Plushies! I have like half of the plushies. There's so many. There's so many plushies. Man, the purple one is so cute. Got the other telly one. Yeah, I don't want to add those yet. Feigning over fictional men. Let's see. Oh. What else can I do? Oh. Since I have been talking about protocors. Yep, got that from last week. What? Are you clipping that? No. Oh yeah, let's see. We'll put King Xavier here. No. Let me go. And then for up here, green. Been liking the new Caleb myth that just came out. Been using it a bit, and it's fun. It's pretty great. I don't know if I have enough though. Oh, I do. All right. I don't know if I will start them, but let me see. Let me just do this first, because I want to make sure they're all up to date. That one is not. Not the feral card. Exposed. should count. I'll do the rest later. To deal with that. Oh, yay. Guess there isn't much new today. Which is fine. I thought there would be. But that actually is even better because means I can finally start myths. Which is what I wanted to start last week, but did not get around to that. Okay. Myth time. I will start with I should have put it in my title. I'm gonna start with Zayne. I only have one of the myths for Zayne. This one. And the first one I don't have. I mean, the second one I don't have. The first one, I feel like I didn't really sit and, like, really get into it when I first read this myth, so. Let's get into it. Let's see. The Imperial Savior climbing the tower has been foretold by the Foreseer, who waits in an icy tome's embrace. Okay, so we'll go Zayne, then Raphael, because they're the only two that I only have one of the myths of, and then we will get into the other ones. And the other guys have 3 myths. So pretty much, I don't know a whole lot about this one, or remember it. So, it's kind of new to me. Like, I know some stuff of Zayne's lore stuff, but definitely not a whole lot. So, yeah, well, let's get into it. And this time I'll actually be fully paying attention. First myth. Okay, under Astra's command, may the Foreseer deliver his will, for that is his fate. Philos, Tomb of the Foreseer. In the coldest regions of Philos, the Foreseer has resided in the Tower of Thorns since time immemorial. The almighty Astra bestowed his power unto him, ordering the Foreseer to act as an emissary for the divine. Royal family sends an envoy to the Tower of Thorns every 100 years to listen to the Foreseer's prophecies. Yet the Foreseer has not bestowed a prophecy to the royal family in hundreds of years. Envoys sent by His Majesty never returned. Their whereabouts remain unknown to this day. There is rumor that the Foreseer has been perpetually frozen in an icy tomb. That's LARPer? That's LARPer. There's no lore. There is so much. It's hard to keep up with all the lore stuff, honestly. But I do know most of, like, Zayne's story and, like, his stuff. But, do I know all the details? Nope. To him, 100 years is but the blink of an eye, and so a new envoy travels through the snow and ice, entering his tower. It happens again and again, as it always has for the past thousands of years. But I am not a real envoy. I'm here to treat my illness. To do that, I must take the Creatio Protocore from the Foreseer's scepter. I have no other choice. Creatio Protocore. Suppressing my anxiety, I walk into a massive room and bow respectfully. I am His Majesty's envoy, sent here to listen to the Foreseer's prophecy. My voice echoes through the empty room. I look up to see a man wearing a blue robe. He sits on the throne of ice as he holds a scepter. That must be the Foreseer. How strange. His body is ensnared in brambles, thorns wrapping around his arms, legs, and chest. It would seem he's shackled to the throne. I slowly approach him. I see his head lowered, his eyes shut. He is encased in ice. Oh, is he unconscious? Hello, Zayne. There are no signs of life. This truly is an icy tomb. Shall I take the Creatio Protocore? Yeah, well, let's just grab it.
How impudent.
Foreseer? Is my imagination playing tricks on my mind? What did that say? I hate how MC's lines are only there for a second anytime it's like a cutscene. Like if there's any animation, just cannot see it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna poke his face. That seems like something I'm doing.
Seems that those tomes you've gleaned through have taught you nothing about etiquette.
Oh, you're not actually frozen? He's not moving. Is he immobilized? Just poking him.
Do you know what happens when fools disrespect the Foreseer? Your actions are testing my patience. It seems you do not know what true horror is.
And you are frozen. My expectations are a bit higher than this.
Winter punishes every wrongdoing in due time.
Haven't you heard of doing what is necessary in a bad situation?
But who exactly is in a bad situation?
Me? You? You are frozen. What am I doing? The ice is more like crystal. What is it?
You have a wild curiosity and a brazen tongue.
And your tongue is like a winter something something.
A punishment?
Aren't you furious?
Fury? Those sorts of emotions I no longer have any
I don't
use
know what the
for.
second sentence was. I was caught up in the moment. I must finish what I started. Was I caught up in the moment? Oh, well, let me just grab this real fast. Okay. Where did that come from?
I've played enough of your little games. You forget yourself, testing the limits of my benevolence.
I'm His Majesty's envoy.
An
Something,
honest
something.
death is not a suitable punishment for every pretender.
Before I can react, a cold sensation coils around my feet. I look down and see frost climbing up my legs.
Tell me, do you know the fate of thieves who sought the Creatio Protocore?
Creatio. That's what it's called. Okay. Ice reaches my neck and is like a cold hand that tightly grips my throat. Ooh. Without sparing a glance, the Foreseer walks past me. Disappears into the shadows. Where are you going, Foreseer? Crystals cover my mouth, sealing it. Well, okay then. Next time I open my eyes, sunlight drips through the windows adorned with roses. He left me here for the night. 35 stream streak, holy. Nice. Foreseer sits on his throne reading a book. The sun's glow casts an illusion of softness on his cool demeanor. Foreseer, a fine morning we're having today. He doesn't look at me. It seems he won't even give me the chance to explain myself. You've been encased in ice for ages, but you still read on that throne? Couldn't you be tired of the world's greatest chair after staying there for hundreds of years?
You may try it yourself, then inform me of your findings.
Foreseer turns another page of his book. No, I can't feel my body at the moment. I've yet to eat anything after entering the Tower of Thorns. Could I? I choose my words carefully, yet he still doesn't look up.
A human can survive for 7 days without food. Given your stubborn character, you should live for an extra 2 days.
You're not going to leave me here frozen for 9 days, are you? I choke up and my eyes begin to tear up.
Are those tears of your remorse?
I am not dying. Alright, I'm not His Majesty's envoy. I'm here to ask for a prophecy of my future. Every prophet I consulted said I had 3 years left to live. I refuse to believe them. He finally looks up from his book. I'm telling the truth this time.
Indeed, they are delusional.
Have you scried my fate? Scried my fate, Forseer?
To disguise yourself as the king's envoy and sneak into the Tower of Thorns, you certainly have less than 3 years.
Forseer, you can't... Ice covers my mouth again. The Forseer resumes his reading. Alright. An endless silence returns to the throne room. Nightfall greets the tower, taking the place of sunlight. Moonlight shines into the room. Today is the first day of my punishment for entering the Tower of Thorns. I've come to a realization after being frozen here. It is nigh impossible to warm the heart of a demigod who lives in these rime-kissed lands. Demigod. Middle of the night, I'm awoken by a radiant flash. Golden words float before me. They are magics cast by the Forseer's book. Is he looking for something? The Forseer stares at the words, brow furrowed. He is not happy with what he's seeing. Ahem. I try to utter a sound. The Forseer remains unmoving.
Do you wish for your mouth to be sealed once more?
That's a book about gardening, is it not? I also adore flowers. His wintry gaze falls on my face.
Your mouth is only capable of spouting nonsense.
I'm not lying. I used to be a gardener. Every flower I care for turns out splendid. Forseer stops what he's doing. The sharpness of his gaze pierces me, trying to gouge the truth from my head. Did I offend you? He looks away. With the lift of his finger, the ice on my body begins to melt. Oh. My punishment is over? Without any support, I fall to my knees.
If you desire it, then I shall indulge you.
Forseer closes his book. The words of gold dissipate and the room is plunged into darkness. Once my eyes readjust to my surroundings, the Forseer has already descended from his throne.
Come, then.
I follow him, climbing the spiraling staircase of the tower. I'm out of breath by the time we reach the top. Meanwhile, the Forseer is unfazed. In the distance, snow-covered mountains are like white seashells. Possible. I was not brought here to admire the scenery. Suddenly notice a tiny white flower bud between the bricks. Oh, why is a jasmine growing in a place like this? The jasmine, yeah. The Forseer's frigid gaze observes my every action. I carefully examine the bud. There's something wrong with it. I doubt it will bloom anytime soon. Is that why he's reading a book about gardening? Just wants to save this one flower.
Will you be able to care for it?
Oh, he wants to take care of the flower. I consider the possibilities, but the Forseer seems to predict my next action. He moves towards me, looking into my eyes. Hello?
Answer me.
Oh. Yes, of course. It's a miracle for anything to grow here. Without a competent gardener tending to it, the bud will inevitably die. I emphasize the phrase, tending to it, and glance at the Forseer's expression. He gazes at the bud and touches its small leaves.
If this jasmine blooms, you may leave the tower with your livelihood intact.
I'm not sure if I'm imagining things, but it seems the Forseer holds the jasmine in higher regard than I. For now, in order to buy myself time and an opportunity, I have to say yes. Alright, I agree to your terms. One chapter done. I stare at my reflection in the mirror. There on my bosom are blue markings engraved in my flesh, like cracks that would appear if someone wedged their blade into the frosted ground. Ow. It's a symptom of the cryoreasis. Cryoreasis is a rare, strange disease. Physicians have only recorded a few cases in old textbooks. The infected will eventually lose consciousness and be unable to move as if frozen solid. Yup. Each myth is 10 chapters. Only the Creatio Protocore from the Tower of Thorns can remove it. Make that peculiar jasmine bloom. This is my chance. I need to befriend the Foreseer so he lets down his guard. Only then will I be able to approach the Creatio Protocore. Why does the Foreseer care so much about that jasmine? I need to investigate. The following morning, I examine every part of the tower. Every decoration of the tower is beautiful, but each one lacks character. They possess the same aloofness as the Foreseer himself. It appears they are trying to frighten strangers. This place is huge. Must be in your prime to find the Foreseer. Having found a silver bottle, I fill it with water. Once I reach the top of the tower, I see him. His back is turned to me, yet I'm on edge. You are not here to supervise me, correct?
It appears your confidence is lacking.
My confidence is not wanting in the least. Not wanting? No, what? As I hurry to water the jasmine, I begin to pray. O fairest jasmine, my life is in your leaves. Don't partake in the sweetness of death. From the pinnacle of the tower, I spy a group of people walking along the mountain path. They resemble ants that fell into a desert of salt. If there are others here to distract the Foreseer, it'll be to my advantage. I point at those tiny figures. Are they here to receive your prophecies? The Foreseer glances at them. With his right hand, he writes a series of silver symbols in the air. Suddenly, a blizzard befalls us. It swallows the mountain path, and the people disappear in the blanket of white. Are you trying to kill them?
After getting lost in the snow, they'll have no choice but to turn back. Their survival is but a guarantee.
Well, I was already impressed by his previous demonstrations of magic. This is the first time I've been stunned by the Foreseer's power. Do you despise the request for prophecies?
Fate cannot be changed. Instead of acknowledging this truth, humans still fight against it. Especially when their future is not what they hoped it would be.
As he speaks, the Foreseer glances at me. I lower my head, pretending to agree with him. I understand. I will focus on tending to the jasmine and not ask about my future. Even if it's meaningless, I'm not going down without a fight. I just hope my resignation will help me gain the Foreseer's trust. Several days pass. I have already memorized my daily routine for taking care of the jasmine. I could do it in my sleep. In the morning, I hum as I take my silver bottle to the tower's pinnacle. There I see the Foreseer gazing at the sky. Good morning, Foreseer. Hesitating, I look up to the sky, free of clouds, serene azure reaching far and wide. Do you need someone to listen to your musings?
Silence. Gardeners do not require mouths to work.
I silently water the jasmine and observe the Foreseer, who is acting strange. Suddenly, the sky is filled with the cries of birds. I'm shocked by what I see. Thousands and thousands of silvery white birds fly towards the Tower of Thorns. The sky is covered in a shroud of crystalline feathers, clear as frost in the morning sun. They shimmer like nebula within reach. What are they?
Arcticyons.
Arcticyons. The Foreseer raises a hand. One of the birds lands on it, seemingly answering his summon and happily chirps. Does it know you?
They pass the tower every year when they migrate.
That's why he was there just standing. Foreseer looks at the little bird, his expression full of warmth one would greet an old friend with. Oh.
Alas, that was eons ago.
I have never laid my eyes upon a creature as stunning as an Arctic Xeon.
Your hand.
Reluctantly, I hold it out, and he places his hand on top of mine. I panic and pull back my hand.
Don't be afraid. Humans are the least of their concern.
His hand, warmer than I imagined it to be, gently grabs my palm. The silvery white bird hops from the Foreseer's hand to mine. Its feathers reflect the color of the sky, deceptively depicting a light, brilliant blue. It's lovely. I guess you don't just stay secluded indoors and read all the time.
So that is the conclusion you arrived at while resting in ice.
It's because I'm curious about the Foreseer. Your name appears in the tomb of the Foreseer, but the text only speaks of you and as Astra's tool. I don't think its accounts are accurate. The Foreseer remains expressionless.
Astra does not write his own story.
Astra?
The imagination of mortals is what remains in the sands of time.
The Foreseer lets go of my hand, and the Arctixion returns to its flock. Quietly, he watches them fly away, bidding them farewell. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I have to admit, you aren't as merciless as Winter. You care about the Jasmine, and you remember to wait for the Arctixions once you're able to move. Coldness in the Foreseer's gaze returns.
You are not here to study my behavior. Your wild curiosity almost led to your demise.
The sneeze was funny? No. While the Foreseer texts the Jasmine every day, it's not enough to get closer to him or the Creatio Protocol. I need to spend more time with him. Today, after watering the Jasmine, I purposely walk by the throne room. The Foreseer is reading. It's wonderful morning, Foreseer. Have you paid a visit to the Jasmine?
What do you want?
I don't want anything. Why would I?
You never passed the throne room after watering the flower.
He actually noticed? Do you know today is Winston Day? Winston Day?
I have heard of it.
Where I come from, everyone prays to Astra by lighting sky candles. I made one with a few scraps of paper, very simple, but tonight, the Foreseer looks up from his book.
I don't do such things.
Certainly knows how to silence me with a single sentence. As night watches over me, I climb to the top of the tower with my sky candle. I wait, but the Foreseer has yet to reveal himself. He's not going to join me? Of course, he's the Foreseer. With Astra's blessing, he sees prayers are a waste of time. I light the candle and its weak flame shines, a small glimmer. Oh, omniscient Astra... Stop scrolling. Astra the Almighty, please don't let me become like ice. There are so many places I wish to visit, things I wish to do. Please, I want to live a little longer. I whisper my wish and let go of the sky candle. I watch as it floats into the air. When it reaches a person's height, it breaks, flutters, and falls to the ground. Has Astra denied my wish? Posture check! And sippy is okay. I sit up a bit. No more shrimpy. Let me take sippies of my juice I have. Yeah, thank you. More sippies. And stretch. No shrimping? Dang. Dang. Okay, on my second sippy. And I'll give a big stretch. Chuggies? Alright. Actually, while I'm here, let me change the title, because I went to put... Where can I... Another sippies! Time to drown Nikki and hydrate. Sippies and posture check. Hold up. One second. I'm changing the title of the stream to everyone. Zayne's Tower of Secrets Myth. Done. Okay. Oh my god, there are so many. I kept hearing the sound go off while I was trying to type that. Okay, sippies. Three sippies. And two stretch or posture checks, okay. One sippy of juice. And then we'll have some water. Guys, I do have ideas for redeems. I just have to figure out how to do them. So I had to set it up in V2 Studio so that way, you know, stuff could be connected to my model. And I need stuff not connected to the model. So that way if I'm Popsicle Nikki, then still have stuff happen, you know? And no bald Zayne redeem. I can't do that! I stretch. Sippy, I have another sippy. Do you hear that? I have two. So I have my juice, and then I have... You hear this? This is my water cup. It has like little... I don't know, like little... It looks cute. That's what I'll say. What kind of juice you got? Cranberry. Okay, I did my sippies. I'll stretch again. Yeah. There we go. Let's go back here. Mods have power to change title or something? Maybe? I don't know. I assume. But I wanted to write down the myth title so that way people will know what the stream is, especially if I upload it later. Didn't have a ball toggle, was able to make one looking into the files. I think, I mean, you can add and take stuff away if you go through stuff, but it depends on what the artist that, like the artist and the whoever is like selling the model, like what their TOS is. And I know the TOS for this one was like you're able to change like the color, but you can't like change the model or like do anything to like the actual model itself. But if I wanted to, I could change like the hair color or like shirt color, you know, stuff like that. So I don't think I'll be able to add a bald toggle since that would be changing the model itself, so. What is shy VTuber noises? What? All right, well, let's get back into it. Thank you guys for all the redeems. Okay. Has Astra denied my wish? I kneel down and silently pick up the scattered pieces. I turn my head in the direction of the footsteps. Under cloudless sky, radiant moonlight illuminates a figure. Casts a glow as white as snow on those blue robes. Oh, from one of his vids. Oh. I force myself to smile. 'Tis a good joke, for even Astra thinks my wish ridiculous. Told me to give up.
For him to hear you, I suggest using a sturdier vessel.
An iridescence glitters in my hand and materializes into a lantern of frost. Is this ice? You can set ice aflame?
That would be determined by your fervent hope.
Still hesitant, I light the ice lantern. The fire flickers before the lantern is engulfed, ice turning a warm orange. How to let the winds carry it? The Foreseer's face is lit up by the ice lantern's display of colors. Fire has brought warmth to his frigid gaze. Draws a few symbols in the air, and almost immediately the lantern in my hand comes to life. It floats to greater height. I've never seen a sky candle like this. I thought you didn't celebrate Wishin' Day.
I wasn't lying. However, it just so happens a few lights are needed for tonight.
The symbols the Foreseer has drawn begin to transform into ice lanterns that soar into the air. Above the tower's pinnacle, countless lit ice lanterns fill the silent night sky. I gawk at the spectacle right before my very eyes. It's gorgeous. Will Astra hear my wish with so many lanterns?
Only he knows.
The Foreseer heads towards the stairs. You're just going to leave? Why don't you make a wish?
There is nothing for me to wish from Astra.
Nope. He leaves without so much as sparing me a glance. The Foreseer is kind despite his appearance. If he learns of his unwitting assistance in helping me wish for Creatio Protocor, he would find it absurd. Okay, 4. Under my care, the jasmine the jasmine bud grows bigger by the day. I'm happy but also nervous. According to my expertise, the jasmine will bloom in less than a week. I don't have much time. I've also learned that other than reading and checking on the jasmine, the Foreseer stays at a location hidden behind an ordinary door in the basement. What is he doing there? Is the Creatio Protocor's location, perhaps? When the Foreseer disappears behind that door again, I pretend to lose my way and follow after him. What greets me is unbelievable, a sight to behold. Behind that door is a library, the ceiling nowhere to be found. Bookshelves stretch as far as the eye can see. It's the library. Does the Foreseer obtain his books from here? How can he find anything in this place? I don't even know where he is. My mumbles activate some sort of switch. Ice materializes beneath my feet and carries me into the air. Ooh. The mystery of how he acquires this book has been solved. I feel as if I'm lost in a sea of books, for shelf after shelf is filled to the brim with them. The ice stops in front of a bookshelf. I'm a good distance off the ground. He's not here? The ice doesn't move. I carefully grab the book right in front of me. Its title is Philos, Floral Inquiry. I open the book to see the pages about Jasmine has been read the most. Jasmine again. Why is this flower important to him? Is it just because he wants the one atop tower to bloom? Most recent TikTok? Not most recent. Okay. Reading the notes, I try to piece together an answer. When I turn to the title page, there's a single word on it. Zayne. Zayne? Who is Zayne?
He is the person you seek.
Oh. Eh? Should watch it, okay? No. I turn around. On a platform of ice, the Foreseer stands behind me. His steadfast gaze sends a chill down my spine. I had no intention of intruding, Foreseer. The ice kidnapped me. It's the ice itself.
Are you claiming the frost coerced you?
Yeah. Take a step back, forgetting I stand on a sheet of ice. My foot touches nothing. Whoa! Help! In a moment, I go from descending to being caught in the air.
Expressing your regret does not require theatrics.
Are you mocking me? I find that hard to believe. His eyes, their depths seemingly immeasurable, are close to my face. The Foreseer carries me to the ground. I come to my senses and lower my head. You can let go. It was good that you were present. It must be dangerous to acquire your books like this.
Likewise, 'tis dangerous to push one's duty onto others.
Others? An ice cluster appears in front of me and slowly spins. The ice at my feet? Is this its original form? Are you its creator?
'Twas not the work of magic, but a phantasm.
The Foreseer taps the ice cluster.
Carrying her to the higher shelves without a reason was your doing. Am I wrong?
It unfurls and blooms like jasmine, ice particles rippling around us. Does it understand our language?
We are like-minded in our distaste for lies.
Though part of me is still in disbelief, the Foreseer's spell and this library's very existence are starting to convince me that what I've experienced is real. My apologies. I snuck in because I wanted to know what you did here. Ice heard me talking to myself, so it flew me up there. The phantasmal jasmine runs circles around me before leaping into my hand.
Your forgiveness is boundless, for better or worse.
It accepts my apology? Ice gathers under me again, and it lifts me into the air. I stumble. I'm about to fall again. Yet another piece of ice appears beneath my foot, steadying me. Curious, I take another step. Regardless of the direction I take, ice forms beneath me. I walk around, excitement in every step. It's like having a platform at my command. Incredible! I know what I'm about to do. It knows what I'm about to do.
The individual subconscious is also a form of energy. It can sense even the smallest of changes.
May I name it Jazz? It was reminiscent of Jasmine when it unfurled.
You and the phantasm should decide. I am but a witness.
I stop before the Foreseer. With my icy platform, I can look him straight in the eye. Then may I call you Zayne? The piercing gaze, he stares at me. A name defines a person. 'Tis important, I would think. I am unable to read his expression.
Do what you must.
Zayne. I stand in front of a mirror, mumbling Zayne's name under my breath. All my mind can focus on is him in the library, watching me scurry about. I encroach on his territory by sneaking into the library. Why didn't he lash out? Does he trust me now? Icy marks on my chest are reflected in the mirror, tendrils spreading and twisting, approaching my collarbone. My time is nearing its end. At this time, an idea presents itself. Since Jazz took me the Foreseer in the library, could I also use it to obtain the Creatio Protocore? Jazz, are you here? Call out to it. The sound of swirling ice reverberates in the air. A cluster of ice manifests and makes an arc in the air to greet me. You're here. Jazz, I have a request. Could you take me to the Foreseer's Scepter? The phantasm stops moving. By Astra's eyes, does Jazz know of my true purpose? I wish to... Before I can fully explain myself, Jazz expands and lunges at me. Whoa. Am I destined to perish in the cold? The music. Before I can utter a scream, I realize the crystal phased through my body. There is only darkness. The faint sounds of running water catches my attention. Where am I? A distance away, I can make out an indigo spark. That surely must be the Creatio Protocore. Thank you, Jazz. As the light is within my reach, I take note of my surroundings. Steam escapes behind a dark-colored curtain. Moonlight shines through the window, landing on Zayne's shoulder and revealing a drop of water running along his back. Why was I brought to the Foreseer's bedchamber? I must take my leave before he notices. I hold my breath and take one step back. Zayne turns around and our gazes meet. Hello. I'm sorry for disturbing you. I swear on my name that Jazz brought me here. Maybe the turmoil in my mind is playing tricks, but Zayne is unperturbed. The slight curl of his fingers, the steam around us, turns into a white cloth that hangs around his waist. And with another wave of his hand, an unseen force pulls me in his direction. I stand before him.
What brings you here?
His hair, his face, his chest, all wet from the water. I am unable to avert my gaze, and I feel a rising heat on my face. I'm not staring. I'm not staring. I'm not staring. What is more astounding is the number of scars etched on Zayne's body. I thought the jasmine was about to bloom. I was unaware you were bathing. Having coughed up a pitiful excuse, I close my eyes. I sense the invisible force is gone. I open my eyes and Zayne is putting on his robes.
No one could have predicted Jazz to be unwavering in its loyalty to you. However, I expected as much. It knows only of us and thus considers you a friend.
Hey, nice. Are you going to punish Jazz? I only indulged in my whimsy.
Should I punish you in its stead?
Zayne's unwavering gaze meets my eyes. Jasmine meets something terrible as I sit on an icy prison for 3 days and 3 nights.
Worry not. Punishment awaits.
What do you mean? Are you gonna kill me after the jasmine blooms?
Is a horrible death the only consequence you can think of? I have no interest in taking the life of another.
Is it for the reason you'll let me leave?
You should decide that for yourself.
With the wave of Zayne's hand, I am pushed out of his bedchamber by an unseen force. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, well, that was interesting. I was 4. Zayne will catch me if I'm anywhere near the Creatio Protocore. And the more I learn of Zayne, the greater the mystery enshrouding him. Those scars etched into his flesh, someone has stabbed him. Yet no one else lives in this tower. How could he have been wounded? He's also blessed by Astra. Who could be powerful enough to injure him? My curiosity extends beyond our current relationship. In other words, I will never be given an answer. What's up with Zayne? Very next day, I visit the library at midnight. Jazz takes me to the same shelf that has Philos Floral Inquiry. Is Zayne always reading this book? Everything is connected to the jasmine. I open the book and study the text, paying special attention to pages with notes left by Zayne. Once again, jasmine appears. How is it related to all this? I read his notes out loud, responding to my voice. The pages begin to glow. What is happening? Whoa, whoa. When my vision returns, I find myself in a sea of white flowers. The sun's golden rays shine on this field of jasmines. I entered the book. Except the flowers aren't in bloom. They are all flower buds. Nearby, a familiar figure, its watcher, I presume, observes this field. Nearby, a familiar... I read that. Go. Zayne? Why are you here? Where are we? Zayne turns to look at me, confusion in his expression.
Have we met before? Who are you?
As I approach him, I realize his body is but a mirage. Sunlight passes through his robes. His appearance is that of Zayne's, but he lacks the Foreseer's frigid character.
Through what means did you enter this place?
I was just reading a... Am I in a book?
You stand in an illusion crafted by words and words alone.
Then, what are you? Corner of his mouth curls up.
A lowly wraith.
The sight of Zayne's face smiling was the last thing I thought I'd see in this life. Then again, I've met Jazz. I've only slowly come to accept these bizarre events. Were you the one to plant these jasmines?
They are more than mere flowers.
Are they phantasms? As I ask him, I touch one of the buds. An image appears in my mind, Zayne lowering his head to kiss the jasmine. What?
My memories. Or perhaps it would be better to say they are the jasmines in my memories.
I touch another one. This time I see Zayne in an unfamiliar garb, but still lowering his head to kiss the flower. Why does the Zayne in these memories appear to be from another era?
Each one is my life of another time.
Is your destiny and the jasmine intertwined?
All I can recall is my end with that moment.
You know what I saw?
Again and again and again, like a cycle. I do not remember what happens after. Therefore, these buds can never blossom. 'Tis why I bring each one here.
I stare at the seemingly endless ocean of flower buds. If each one represents a memory without an end, then how many are there? I recall Zayne's note. Once again, Jasmine appears. Isn't the Foreseer able to see the fate of everyone in the world?
He cannot see his own.
The wraith, seemingly moments away from dissipating into sunlight, looks into the distance.
Such is Astra's will.
Oh. I leave the library and slowly climb the staircase. My thoughts still linger on the book's illusion. I reach the top of the tower, and there, Zayne stands in the moon's immaculate glow, thinking deeply while gazing at the jasmine. I understand its significance to him now. He's pinning his desire to member onto the flower bud.
You are not forbidden from entering the library, but you cannot venture there as you please.
Zayne, have you ever considered leaving the tower? Zayne looks at me, his emotions inexplicable.
What text did you find to make you ask such a thing?
Maybe these jasmines represent the outside? Zayne lifts his hand and I'm abruptly pulled towards him. His hand grasps my throat, his wintry gaze meeting mine.
Your insolence reveals itself. Allow me to remind you of your place.
Okay. Fear spreads throughout my very being. All of a sudden, the Cratio protocore on his scepter releases an eerie indigo light. Frowning, Zayne relaxes his grip and pushes me away.
Stand back.
Zayne?
Stay away from me.
Before I can do anything, a myriad of brambles sprout and slither with serpentine precision towards Zayne. What are these things? Seemingly alive, the brambles ensnare Zayne's entire body and dig into his limbs and torso. It's exactly like our first meeting, when he was bound to the throne. These... are they preventing you from leaving? His gaze is as cold as winter's sting.
The Foreseer cannot set foot outside the Tower of Thorns.
One of the brambles rushes for me. It scrapes my arm and a line of blood red as proof. Zayne lifts his fingers, ice appears and shields me from the brambles.
A few swipes is all it needs to take your life.
Remember the Creatio Protocor glowed when I talked about being outside of the tower. Is this because I suggested you leave this place? Your wounds, are they from the brambles?
He is warning us.
Astra? Oh. I realized only Astra could perpetually freeze him. The Creatio Protocor is his method to keep an eye on the Foreseer. Not only does Astra punish any attempt to leave the tower, but even the mere thought of it is also intolerable. You've attempted to leave the tower, yes? That is why Astra punished you?
I have no recollections of such.
I'm sorry, I was unaware. I assumed you didn't want to leave.
You've begged enough for forgiveness. Destiny's guiding hand may have brought you here, but it is time to abandon your curiosity.
The brambles seem to have calmed down and disappear into smoke. If not for my wounded arm, I would have assumed I was dreaming.
There will be a solar eclipse tomorrow. I must wait at the tower's pinnacle for the prophecy. Unless I tell you, you are prohibited from entering.
Astra gifted one of his eyes to Foreseer. By walking the winding path of time, did the Foreseer understand its passing. This is the power of a god. Philos, Tomb of the Foreseer. So the god is keeping him trapped here and he can't leave. Okay. The moon masks the sun and only a golden ring remains. A beam of light strikes the Creatio Protocor. More tier? I have more the sippies and the posture check. Okay. I will stretch. Ah. And sippies. Have some of my water. More sippies. 2 more sippies from Rune and JJ. Okay. 1 sippy. 2 sippy. Okay. Dang. It's definitely really interesting. More sippies. Okay. Drown the kitsune, no. Okay. Let's drop that, okay. Alrighty. I had all of my sippies. I had some juice and water. I kept alternating. Thank you guys for all of the sippies. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Where are we in the story? Story's getting pretty interesting though. Learning more and more about Zayne. And you know, why he's stuck here and why Astra has like a hold on him and doesn't let him leave. Keeping you hydrated. But thanks. Hydrated or drowning. But it is pretty interesting. I do remember parts of it. But it's definitely good to go back and like reread and remember more of like details and stuff. Definitely, Zayne is a pretty sad story. Alrighty. The moon masks the sun, and only a golden ring remains. A beam of light strikes the Creatio protocore. Light reflects off of it, forming chaos and patterns of disorder, which is brought into the hands of the Foreseer. Ancient symbols gradually appear as he pieces together a puzzle. The Beauty and the Beast plot? A little of both. Oh, okay. I'm being drowned. Got it. Astra's will has presented itself, and the Foreseer's indifferent facade reveals a hint of indignation as he too is imprisoned by the prophecy. Astra has spoken. Those who defy fate are sinners and shall be punished by him. Yeah, okay. Number 6. When I open my eyes, I find myself lying on the floor of my room. Moonlight cascades onto the empty bed. I'm on the floor. I only recall being overwhelmed by a strange feeling at dawn. Was I unconscious for the whole day? I look in the mirror. The marks have already reached my neck. My clothes won't be able to hide them now. If I take the Creatio protocore, will the Foreseer still be Zayne? And if he isn't the Foreseer, he's doomed to be trapped in the tower forever. Doesn't that make him a prisoner? I don't want to hurt Zayne, but I can't die like this. What if I told Zayne the true extent of my illness? I enter the library. Ice appears in front of me, forming an arc. Jazz, is the Foreseer here? Phantasm sways from left to right. He isn't. You and the Foreseer dislike lies. Would he ever forgive someone who has lied to him? Jazz sways in an agitated manner. Of course. He won't forgive me then. Jazz hears sorrow in my voice, and a platform of ice appears under my feet, lifting me up. More ice appears, shimmering and glittering. It's trying to comfort me. Thank you, Jazz. I sit on the ice, traveling between the endless rows of shelves. Has Zayne read all the books here? I wonder what the Foreseer does when he's upset. Then again, he might just scowl regardless of his mood. As I mumble to myself, it begins to snow. I am in awe, watching snow descend like flower petals dancing in the wind. A few snowflakes fall onto my hand. They sparkle like crystals and do not melt. What are they?
Were you not the one asking about what I do when I'm upset?
I hear a calm voice from below. I sit on the floating platform and Zayne stands at the door looking up at me. So it is possible. Was the prophecy not to your liking?
It matters not. Only a true envoy of the king can deliver it.
You are mocking me again. You aren't upset then? Zayne lifts a finger. The ice carries me down to him. He looks me in the eye.
And you? What do you do?
I think of the flowers I planted as they sway in the breeze. I dance.
I thought humans only dance when they are happy.
Not all of them. The more upset I am, the more I try to move around. Actually, yeah. Zayne glances at me, then holds out his hand.
May I?
Are you requesting a dance? Here?
We will both feel better if we dance under the snow.
I hesitantly look at Zayne. His expression is reminiscent of a merciless blizzard, as per usual.
Would you prefer
Hello,
we
but
do
why
something
don't?
else?
We can dance. The warmth of Zayne's hands spreads from my fingers to the rest of my body. In the tower's library, we waltz. Snowflakes gently flutter about, and we step on the jasmine-shaped ice. Everything has led to this precious moment. We gaze into each other's eyes, our hands touching, our steps synchronized. You lived here by yourself since the beginning. Who taught you how to dance? This can't be your first time.
Perhaps my body still remembers the motions from the past.
Are you referring to your other lives?
The Foreseer cannot truly die, so your description isn't right.
Zayne looks at me, but he's gazing into a time long ago. What is it like to remember things from another era?
It is no different than being in a never-ending snowstorm.
I watch Zayne, the loathsome air surrounding him, though we are in the same room, moving to the same rhythm. He's a dreamer whose dream may soon come to an end. Beauty and the Beast script. Yeah, it's very, very similar. As soon as I started dancing, I was like, I squeeze his hand. If the snowfall is eternal, find someone to dance with you. At the very least, the two of you will be happy. Zayne's gaze sweeps across me like a feather, brushing across my cheek.
You don't seem to be upset anymore.
Our dance will be better with the music. Following the rhythm of our steps, I start to hum. My voice echoes within the library.
You always hum this melody when watering the jasmine.
So you've noticed.
Will you sing for me?
To the afterglow cries cosmic demise. Our world in deceptive amber paradise. In these sands of time, my frozen bouquet awaits. With your gaze so full of wonder, I hold four jasmines asunder. His secrets revealed. Hark the bard, O legends unfold. This distant tale they sing to you. Unspoken desire is sincere and true. A jasmine in time's embrace. A fragrant aria, a moment's grace. Okay. Alright. I know it's gonna be depressing, isn't it? Zayne cannot recall the first time the jasmine appeared. Ever since he took under the mantle of the Foreseer, the Tower of Thorns has always been home to the jasmine that never bloomed. It is like a riddle forever waiting to be solved, or maybe it's a metaphor for his fragmented memories. The jasmine's existence is an unremovable thorn, a reminder of his past, of his failure to remember who he is. Zayne dreams the same dream. It is one he has dreamt of many, many times. He kisses the jasmine bud, and then his entire being sinks into darkness. Zayne. Yet he hears her, her voice cutting through the shadows. Why does her voice sound as if it's from the jasmine itself and from the distant past? Zayne waits for the darkness to swallow him once more, yet when he opens his eyes, the jasmine he kissed in his dreams has turned into the face of a girl. Zayne. I frantically knock on Zayne's door. Time passes before Zayne opens it. He appears to have just woken up, his eyes hazy with sleep. I thought you were normally awake at this hour. Zayne doesn't respond. He only looks at me as if I were a stranger. Never mind, follow me. Brimming with excitement, I grab Zayne's sleeve. I am surprised he lets himself be dragged out of his bedchamber. I bring Zayne to the top of the tower. In the joyous glow of the sun, the jasmine's trembling petals unfurl one after another. Zayne, the jasmine has bloomed. I check Zayne's expression, curious about his reaction. His eyes hold a burning spark as he looks at me. What? Haven't you been looking forward to this? Zayne lowers his gaze, suppressing the light in his eyes. It seems he's looking at the jasmine in me.
At last.
Is it every time the jasmine blooms that means it's gonna be the end of this Zayne, and then another one, like another lifetime appears. Like this Zayne kind of dies, I guess. And then he's still forced to be reborn and live here again. I'm assuming. Well, am I not a skilled gardener?
You were late.
When not a single blade of grass grows here, but a strange jasmine, you don't need a gardener.
Hence why it only bloomed in your presence.
So anytime he meets her, it means it's gonna be the end of him. Okay. Don't shower me with praise. Now you're making it sound like I was bound to happen. Like it was bound to happen. Deep in thought, Zayne stares at me. Have I offended you again? Why are you looking at me like that? His gaze shifts to my hand, still holding his sleeve. Oh, I'm sorry, I was too excited. As I let go, Zayne grabs my hand.
This is not a mere coincidence.
What?
You are not the first to step foot in the Tower of Thorns. No one has been able to make the jasmine bloom. Only you have succeeded.
Something in Zada's voice makes my heart beat more quickly. What is it? You're not your usual self.
You're right.
Zayne hesitates, an indescribable emotion flooding his eyes.
Allow me to take you to another place.
To where? You said I could leave once the jasmine blooms. Did you not?
Do you want to leave now?
Do I? Do I want to steal the Creatio Protocourt, make Zayne lose his power, and leave him imprisoned in the tower forever? No, I don't want him to be perpetually frozen anymore. But I will die, won't I? I never expected Zayne to take me to the Field of Jasmine in Philos Floral Inquiry. Under the warm sunlight, we walk amongst a sea of flowers. Zayne? He turns to me, the expression on his face is familiar, yet unfamiliar. It's unfamiliar because of how different the Foreseer and I are. The distance between us, a chasm. But the current him reminds me of that wraith. I don't understand. Is the person in front of me real or an illusion? Why did you bring me here, Zayne? Zayne's eyes shimmer like a lake on a midsummer's day.
I wish to confirm something.
What is there to confirm? Cups my cheek, seemingly losing himself in my eyes. His gaze shines bright. My heart is racing, violently beating in my chest.
That I won't lose you again.
But then a suffocating indigo is all I see. The blinding light consumes my vision while my heart feels like it is being crushed. I clutch my chest and faint. What are you doing? What is happening? Okay. Okay. I just read 7, right? Like I'm on 7, right? I feel like I skipped one. Okay. Well, if I wake up after passing out, then no, this is the next one. Cradled in Zayne's arms, the girl lies still, her cold warmth lingering. The body he's holding cannot be considered one that belongs to a mortal. Under her clothes, blue lines manifest at an alarming rate. Astra warns the Foreseer in the form of an eerie indigo gleam from the Creatio Protocourt on his scepter. The Foreseer is forbidden from peeking into his own destiny, or else Astra shall give unto him the sweetness of death's embrace. Even so, the Foreseer must see the future of this girl whose fate is deeply intertwined with his. Following Destiny's golden thread, he unveils truths hidden in enigmatic mists. Along his journey, he has met this girl time and time again. He falls in love with her, becomes a witness to her changing fate, and watches her die. Astra's cool tools can never fall in love. And so Astra manipulates his memories of her, plunging them into an incomprehensible mystery. A jasmine bud that never blooms and is out of reach. I slowly opened my eyes. Why am I here? Before fainting, I remember a flash of indigo light and Zayne's concerned expression. Did Zayne put me here? How long was I sleeping? I struggled to stand up before staggering out of the room. Zayne? I search every part of the tower, but Zayne is nowhere to be seen. I managed to find a hidden staircase. I climb each step and find a door at the end. I can hear noises from inside the room. Pushing open the heavy door, I see Zayne shackled to the wall in the corner of the room. This is a prison. From the walls, the floor to the ceiling, the ice approaches, hounding like a living, ravenous beast. Black as night, its glow is ominous. Zayne, what happened to you? With not a tinge of emotion, Zayne's eyes are scarlet. His hands emit a white glow as he clenches it. The black ice suddenly elongates and stabs his body. Oh. Why are you hurting yourself?
Astra's punishment.
It's punishment. Is it because he looked into her future? I'm assuming. I realize his body is moving on its own. I remember when I accidentally appeared in Zayne's bedchamber. Once he came out of the bath, scars covered his body. Were those a result of his self-inflicted injuries? Ooh. Animation. Oh. That is through you. Call his name.
It's too dangerous. I won't be able to control. Leave. Now.
He'll be fine. Oh, I think so.
I cannot die. This agony I've experienced before.
You're being tortured is worse than death. Is there a way to remove it? Can I resonate with it? Ooh, I don't like it moving.
I can't stop the ice. You'll get injured.
Ooh, okay.
The ice will not relent. Leave this place, please.
We have to stop it. Oh, okay.
Why didn't you leave? Compared to the previous trespassers of the tower, you truly are the most audacious.
Black ice has ceased its movements, but the prison is still cold. I think he liked it. I don't know about that. Seem to be being tortured a bit. I unshackle Zayne's hands, seeing his bloodied wrists Sorrow wells up in my heart. Zayne, I approached you so I could take the Creatio Protocore, but...
I know. While you were unconscious, I divined your fate and the reason you visited the tower.
But why did he punish you? Zayne's gaze is calm.
Our fates are intertwined.
What?
I bear the name of Foreseer, so Astra punished me for defying my own fate.
My hand is held in his palm, stained with blood.
Come then.
I guess last part. Jesus. Okay. Zayne and I stand atop the tower once more. Under gentle moonlight, the jasmine wilts petal by petal. They fall to the ground like paper, ready to scatter to the wind. How? It shouldn't be wilting already. I pick up the fallen petals, fathomless sadness washing over me.
Before, you were willing to defy Astra to free me.
I've made my choice. I'm more relieved than scared. Standing up, I look Zayne in the eye. I no longer fear the pain caused by my illness or my inevitable death. I also don't need to be mired in indecision. When I saw you were being tortured in that prison. Then Zayne's placid gaze, a sliver of emotion escapes, flashing in his eyes.
You should have taken the Creatio Protocore.
But you must tell me your answer.
My answer?
Back in the illusion, you wanted to ensure you wouldn't lose me again. So, are you certain now? Zayne is startled at first, but then he slowly smiles.
I too made my choice back in that prison.
Light flashes in Zayne's hand and a scepter appears.
Your illness stems from your resonance with the Creatio Protocore.
Moves the scepter and the Creatio Protocore glows brightly when it touches my arm. And he takes the scepter, dragging it along my arm to my chest.
The Creatio Protocore grows stronger by draining away your very life.
I feel my strength fading away. My heart struggles to keep beating, yet rather than be afraid, I am anxious. What are you doing?
This would be your fate after meeting me.
Zayne stares at me, a strange determination in his eyes. He lifts his hand and the Creatio Protocore floats from his scepter to his palm. Oh. Zayne, I don't want the Creatio Protocore anymore. Alright. Sorry, I had family walk in. Light bursts out from it, refulgent enough to illuminate all the tower. Refulgent? In Zayne's hand, white light encapsulates the Creatio Protocore.
The power of Astra can curse destiny itself, and it can be used to ruin his plans.
Creatio Protocore's light is contained in the crystalline sphere. He puts it against my chest and it dissipates into my heart. Power floods in, coursing through every part of my body. It's so cold, Zayne. A warm light flows from Zayne's hand into me, encouraging my weakened heart to beat once more. Frost starts to creep along Zayne's face. The tower begins to shake, its foundations crumbling. Serpentine ice crystals emerge, lunging towards me and Zayne. Okay. Zayne embraces me, and light from his hand shields me from the ice. Why? I wasn't going to live for much longer. Accompanying a desperate resolve is a deep pain in Zayne's eyes.
Your destiny is not written in stone.
The ice embeds themselves into Zayne's back. Oh. Zayne!
I won't forget you. Not this time.
The light gets brighter and brighter, surrounding me until all I can see is white. Zayne! When the light fades, the ice, the tower, and the Cretio Protocol are gone. Only a familiar figure stands before me. Zayne! You're hurt!
The Creatio Protocol exists inside you. Astra's power is yours to wield. This place is bound to collapse. I'm here to bid you farewell.
Don't leave me. I want to stay by your side. The tears I've been desperately trying to hold back fall. Zayne's gaze softens.
Don't cry.
I thought you said you didn't want to lose me again.
I will never lose you as long as you are alive and well. The riddle I've struggled with has an answer. At long last, I shall never forget you.
Zayne wipes away my tears.
I wish to end it on my own terms. May I?
He slowly smiles. It's like watching the first sprout break through melting snow. Zayne leans down and kisses me for the first and last time. Light washes over me, akin to waves lapping the shore. I try to reach out to him, but he smiles and slips away like sand falling between my fingers. Zayne! Zayne! Oh, okay. Bye. Zayne! I sit up and find myself in a field of flowers. Jasmines? The warm sun shines down on them. I'm reminded of the book's illusion. However, these jasmines are in full bloom.
Are you alright, miss?
Where am I? I need to visit the Tower of Thorns.
Don't be silly. There's been a raging blizzard these past few days. All entrances to the mountain have been blocked.
But the Foreseer...
Even he cannot defy Astra. No one knows when the mountain path will be clear. Best you forget about receiving any prophecies.
The tower is but a tiny dot in the distance. I can barely see it. My frozen heart shatters, breaks, splits within a single moment. I lower my head, my tears falling one by one onto the blooming flowers.
Don't cry.
Zayne? Through the tears, I see a sphere of a soft white light.
Promise me you won't cry anymore.
Withered jasmine petals appear in my hand.
Now they shall never wilt.
The fallen petals merge into a single jasmine flower. Ice envelops it, making it as lovely as the day it bloomed.
With this, I will not forget my answer.
A howling blizzard never seen before seals all paths leading to the Tower of Thorns. There's no telling if the snowstorm will ever disappear. The mountain and its lord have fallen into an eternal slumber. No one can venture into the tower. No one has ever met the Foreseer since. This legend rests in fathomless rime and snow. Forgotten. Well, bye, Zayne. Alright. That was Tower of Secrets. It's Zayne's first myth. There it is. Definitely an interesting one. Yeah, very, very similar to, like, I guess kind of similar to Beauty and the Beast, except without a happily ever after. So it's either one or the other dies, which seems to be common theme here. This time, Zayne, I guess, decided to let us live. It was kind of short. It was. I was expecting it to be longer, so I'm pretty sure the other ones, I feel like were longer. Or maybe like the other myths get longer. That's probably what I'm thinking of. It was a bit shorter than I thought it would be. But still, pretty good story. I'm excited to get into the others too. So this is the only myth of Zayne's that I have. I do not have the other two. So I'm not fully up to date with all of his lore stuff. But I mean, I can always watch it later. Same with Raphael. For Raphael, I really do like his first myth, but I only have his first myth, so that's what we'll probably read next week. Will be Raphael's myth, which I do remember liking. And then after that, we will go to Xavier. Trying to decide if I'm gonna do all of their first myths. And then I'll do all the second and then the third later. That's probably what I'll do. Or if I'm gonna do just like do all three of Zayne's myth, not Zayne, all three of like Xavier's myth for like 3 weeks, and then after that do 3 weeks of Silas's myth, and after that 3 weeks of Caleb's myth. I'll see how I'll do that, but the next week for sure will be Raphael's first myth. And he looks pretty freaking awesome in it. So, I'm looking forward to that one. Then we'll get into Xavier's myth, and then I'll cry. Alrighty, let me move over. Let's get my BGM back on. Okay, here we go. Alright, so there we go. Finally started the myths today. Wonder what I'll do after. I know, there's a lot. But excited to get more into that. Let's see. I did put out my schedule for the week. So, let's see. This week, tomorrow, hopefully I'll finish the book nook, so it'll be a hand cam over on TikTok. Will be tomorrow. Wednesday will be an eep day. We'll be eeping. And then Thursday, we'll continue where we left off in the Bokura collab from this past Saturday. So, continuing my collab with Saint Unsin. Continuing that and hopefully finishing. We should get through the rest. And then did I have something Friday? I did. Okay, Friday I remember. Okay, Friday I'll do like a TikTok stream, and then after I'll probably be here, and then I'll try to finish Go Hamster Chef. Who knows? It's just gonna be me repeating that one part over and over and over and over and over and over and over. But you know what? We'll see what we do. Maybe I'll beat it on the first try and then we'll do something else after. I can dream. I can dream. What else? And then Saturday, I think I just have just a normal TikTok stream. Could be something else. Could be something else. I don't know. So that is what we have coming up for this week, guys. So hope you look forward to it. It's pretty much just basically a week of finishing up things. So hopefully finishing the Book Nook, finishing up the Bokita, finishing up the Go-Go Hamster Chef. Question mark. You could play Poppy Playtime too. Could. If I can get it working, maybe we'll see. Maybe it'll actually work this time. So that could be Saturday. Just I don't know. We'll have to see what works and doesn't work. No. But that is a possibility. I kind of left Saturday like I'll definitely stream Saturday. That's why I put a TikTok stream. I just didn't quite know what else to do. So that could be a possibility. We could do Saturday. Yeah. So basically a pretty chill week and a week of just finishing up things that I haven't finished in the past weeks. So yeah. I am wanting to do like a little more like TikTok streams. So I'll probably do some like an hour here or there. Just be on TikTok throughout the week as well. So yup. I feel like TikTok is my more like casual, like if I feel like it, I'll just stream on there. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for being here and hanging out and coming to watch Zayne's myth. First myth, Tower of Secrets. Pretty interesting story. I'm excited to get into others. So yeah, look forward to that in the weeks to come. So I'll see you guys later. Alrighty, bye bye. Bye bye.